Percentages. The use of percentages is a very common practice in everyday life. The percentage sign means per 100 or out of 100. Okay, so when we have this sign, it means what? 100 or out of 100. Okay, so it follows that percentage is really a fraction, and so 18% can also be written as 18 out of 100 or 18 over 100. So expressing percentages as fraction. To express a given percentage as a fraction, we divide by 100. So for example, we have something like 20%. Then we want to express it as a fraction. 20 over 100. Cancellation. 2 goes here, 1 goes here, 5. So as a fraction will be 1 over 5. Okay. All right. So expressing fractions as percentages. To express a given fraction as a percentage, we multiply by 100. Okay. So this was a percentage, and then we express it as a fraction. Now we are expressing a fraction, which is 1 over 5, as a percentage. So what we are saying is you just multiply it by 100. Okay, so 5 goes here, 1 goes here, 20. And so 1 times 20 is what? 20%. You see, we have the same thing. So when a percentage is given and then you are told to express it in a fraction form, just write in a division form and do cancellation to the simplest form. You get your answer. Then when you're giving us a fraction to express in a percentage, multiply it by 100. After that, don't forget your percentage sign. Okay, so that's what we mean. Okay, let's try to work some examples. Okay, so we have some few examples on the board, and then we are told to express this percentage, question 1 and 2, to a fraction form, and then also 3 and 4, we are told to express this fraction to a percentage. And then the last one is kind of like in a word problem. Okay, so quickly, as we were saying, we have 10% to a fraction. You just turn it to 10 over 100. Then do some cancellation. This 0 cancel that 0. Now we have 1 over 10. So we have final answer. Very easy, okay? The same thing applies to this 25 over the percentage sign to be 100. We do cancellation. 5 goes here, 5 goes here, 20. 5 goes here, 1 goes here, 4. So we have 1 over 4 to be our final answer. Okay, if you think I sped off, let me know in the comment section. How I will take my time. Okay, and then work it again. But I know this is very easy. Okay, all right. So 1 over 50 we are expressing in a percentage form. So 1 over 50 times the 100. That is the percentage sign. So 0 cancel 0. 5 goes here, 1 goes here, 2. Now we have 1 times 2 is what? 2. So 2%. Okay. All right. The same thing. So over 25 times 100. 5 goes 5. Goes here 20. 5 goes here 1. Goes into 24. 2 times 4 is 8. So 8%. Okay. Very easy stuff. Okay, so there are 6 girls and 18 boys in the class. What percentage of the class are girls? Okay, we want the percentage of girls. But first of all, we have to add 6 and then 18 together, number of the whole class. Okay, all right, so 18 plus 6 will give us what? Use the calculator quickly. 18 plus 6 will give us 24. Okay, so we have the overall to be what? 24. Okay, and then we are looking at the girl, so we will pick 6. Okay, we want our answer to be in percentage, so times the 100. Okay, we do cancellation, whatever thing you get is the percentage of girls in that class. Very easy. Okay, so 6 goes here 1. 6 goes into 24, 4, right? Okay, and then let's use 4 to cancel. Let's see, can we do 4? 100 divided by 4 is 25. Yeah, so 4 goes here, 1 goes into 125. 1 times 25 is what? 25. So 25%. What percentage of the class are girls? 25% are girls. If the question had asked, what percentage of the class are boys? We would have used 18 over 24, okay, times 100, and then do same cancellation. Okay, so let's try. 6 goes here, 3 goes here, 4 goes here, 1 goes here, 25. Okay, so 25 times 3, 5, 3, 15, 1, 3, 2, 6, 75, so 75%. Okay, all right. So, yeah, if it was to be boys, this would have been your answer. If it was to be girls, this would have been your answer. So, let's verify some stuff. Let's see, if we add the percentage of the boys to the percentage of the girls, we will get 100. Okay, if you get 100, that means everything is correct. Okay, so 75 plus 25. 5 plus 5 is what? 10. 0, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 100. Okay, so percentages are some of the questions you get at the HESI, and then very easy. Okay, it's very easy. So yeah, changing percentages to decimal. So to change a given percentage to a decimal, you divide by 100. Okay, so we have some few questions here. We are saying to change a percentage to a decimal, you just divide by 100. So this can also be written as 2 over 100. Final answer, you just punch in a calculator, 2 divided by 100, get 0.02. Okay, and then the same thing applies to this. 25 over 100, 25 divided by 100, get 0.25, and then 0.5 divided by 100, you get 0.125. Easy stuff. Okay, all right, so I'm going to show you one of the easiest way without even using the calculator. Okay, you just um visually just work your way out. So let's see, question 1, 2%. You don't have any calculator in your hand, and then you're told to work this out. Okay, in fractions, we said when any number, natural number, is written, there is an invisible decimal point just after it. Okay, so that's what we are going to move. And then how many times are we going to move? Percentage sign means 100. It has how many zeros? 2. So we move the decimal point how many times? 2 times. Okay, all right, so this being 2 over 100, we are moving how many times? 2. There is 2 there. We are saying every natural number in fraction has invisible decimal point. Okay, so that's why we move. So we move 1, 2. Now the decimal point is here. We put 0 here, we put 0 here. See 0.02. So we have the same thing. Very easy without using calculator. Okay, so let's see. 25%. The same method. We have 25. There is a decimal point here. How many times are we moving? 2. 1, 2. There is a point here now. So 0.25. The same thing. Okay, let's do the last one. So 12.5%. Okay, so 12.5. This time around, we have a point here. How many times are we moving? 2. So 1, 2. The point is here now. So 0.125. 0.125. Okay. So with using calculator, I think you can be as fast as these two. But any of them which works best for you, you pick it. We move to changing decimals to percentages. Okay, so we are saying to in order to change decimals to percentages, just multiply the numbers by 100. Okay, and then you get your percentage. But an easiest way to is just look at the two numbers. We are dealing with hundreds. 100, so two numbers. Okay, so 45 over 100 can also be written as 45%. You are done. Okay, all right. The same thing applies to this. We said two numbers. This time around, we have 0, 9 over 100. And so 0.9%. But we don't have anything like this. Okay, and the percentage and the fractions. So you just have to reason and then be like, okay, there should be a point here. Okay, so 0.9%. Okay, if you want to verify things, you just punch in the calculator 0.45 times 100. Yes, we had 45%. Okay, let's see, 0.009 times 100. You see, we have 0.9%. So easy stuff. Um, let's see if we have another example, last example for that. Um, so we have 0.33. Yeah, the same process. 33 over 100. Okay, and then it's what? 33%. So this what we do under changing decimals to percentages. But if you think it will be a problem with the 0.009, just know that under changing decimals to percentages, always multiply the decimal given by what? 100. Then you get your finals, and then don't forget to bring the percentage sign. Okay. All right. So let me give a funny example, like let's say 0.3210. Okay, and then you have to change this to percentage. If it will be a problem with my method I was saying earlier, just multiply this by what? 100. So 0.3210 times 100, you get 32.1%. Then you are good to go. Okay, finding percentage of a quantity. To find the percentage of a quantity, we multiply the quantity by the percentage. Okay, so what we are saying, like example, 20% of $200, something like this. All that we are saying is that this kind of start finding percentage of a quantity. Quantity is $200, percentage is 20%, and then you are finding percentage of that quantity. you just write this 20% as 20 over 100. Off means times 200. Okay, these two zeros will cancel. Now we have 40. What quantity was it in? Dollars. Bring it here, the dollar sign. So $40. Okay, easy stuff. So let's do another example. Let's say 5% of mm, um $500. Okay, so 5 over 100 of times 500. Two zero cancel this. 5 5 25. What was the quantity in dollar sign? So dollar $25. To express one quantity as a percentage of another, we are saying we write a quantity as a fraction of the other first. Then we change the fraction to a percentage. But we must make sure that we have the same units. Okay, so luckily for us, we have dollar here, so the same unit. But if one was to be in pounds and then the other was to be in dollars, we have to make sure we change dollars to pounds so that they are all the same, or pounds to dollars so that they are all the same. But we have dollar here, so we can work our way out. Okay, so in these kind of questions, you just write 50 over the 200. Okay, we are expressing one quantity as a percentage of the another quantity. So percentage is mentioned. So times 100. Okay. This two zero cancel this two zero. Two goes here. One goes into 50. 25. So 25. What is going to be our unit? We ask ourselves. The question is saying that express 50% as a percentage of 200 as a percentage. So 25%. Don't get confused and then um, write it in dollars. Okay, as a percentage. So you have to finalize your answer in what percentage? So 25%. Okay, yeah. Okay, we have another second question. Okay, express 12 centimeters as a percentage of 60 centimeters. So again, we look at the unit centimeters. So we are good to go. Always make sure that the number that comes after the off is always the denominator. Okay, that is why 200 became denominator. So the same way, 12 over 60 times the percentage we are expressing it. Okay, so 0 cancel 0, 2 goes here, no, 6 goes here, 1 goes here, 2. Okay, so we have 20 as a percentage, so 20%. Okay, all right, let me give one more example and then we jump to the next subtopic. Okay, so what percentage of $72 is $18? Okay, it's kind of like in a tricky form. We said the number that comes after off is what? The denominator of $72. So $72 will be 72 will be the denominator, and then the 18 will be the numerator multiplied by 100. Okay, all right. Let's use calculator. 72 divided by 2. Okay, so all right, so 72 divided by 6. We can use 72. Okay, so 6 goes here, 12 goes here, 3, and then 2 goes here, 6. It goes here, 50. Okay, so 3 goes here, 2 goes here, 1. 2 goes here, 1 goes here, 25. So 25 as what percentage? So it's 25 percentage. Okay. percentage changes. The change, that is increase or decrease in a quantity, is often expressed as a percentage. So if you are given the new value and asked to find the percentage change, then this will be the formula. You are asked to find the percentage change of anything, will be the change over the original quantity times 100. Okay, so where change is the difference between the original and the new quantity. Okay, so the change can be an increase or decrease. So you may be asked to find the percentage increase or decrease. Okay, so let's say, for example, if the length of a skirt is decreased from 27 centimeters to 24.84 centimeters, then, okay, so the length of a skirt is 27 centimeters, and then it was changed to 24.84. Okay, so let me get a calculator. What we are saying is we have a skirt, the length is 27 centimeters, and then some alterations were done. So cut this part, cut, and then we had 24.84 now centimeters. And then you are told to work for the difference in percentage change. What we are saying is the change. That means you subtract this from this. What you get will be the change over the original quantity. What was the original quantity? 27. And you multiply all of them by 100. Okay. So let's try to do something. So find percentage change is equal to 27 minus 24.84 all over the original quantity 27 times 100. Okay, so let's say 27 minus 24.84 have 2.16 over 27 times 100. Okay, so 2.16 divided by 27 times 100. Our final answer will be 8. Okay, so that means how what was cut off? It was what? 8. Okay, all right, 8%. Forgot the percentage sign. Always let's remember the percentage sign because we are dealing in percentages. Okay, we have a question here. The cost of a dress in 1999 was $50. In 2026, the cost of the same dress is $75. Find the percentage change in cost. Okay, so we are following that formula, which is what? Percentage change is equal to the change over original quantity times 100. Okay, so what is the change? The original price was what? 50. So what we are looking at is no matter the year, it's supposed to be still $50. But 2026 is 75. So we will just subtract 50 from the 75. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna calculate 75 minus 50. We have 25. So that will be the change. And then the original price quantity will be what? 50. Okay, because it kept on changing, and then it got to 75. So the original price is 50. Okay, so now we have 25, which is the change over the original, over 50 times 100. This 0 cancel this 0, 5 goes here, 1 goes here, 5. So 5 times 10 is 50. Now it said find the percentage change in cost. So the percentage change is 50%. Okay, yeah. Another subtopic, to increase or decrease a quantity by a percentage. So we work out the actual increase and then add it to the original quantity in the case of increase, okay? Or work out the actual decrease and then subtract it from the original quantity to give the new quantity in case of decrease. So increase means addition, decrease means subtraction, okay? So we have to increase 200 by 10%. We are going to increase this by what? 10%. Okay, so 10 over 100 times 200. Cancel, cancel. Now we have what? 20. Okay, but there's not our final answer because it said increase this 200. That means 200 plus the 20, which is what? 220. The new value is what? 220. We have increased 200 by what? 10%. You see how simple that is? Ah, okay, let's go to question 2. The same process, but this time around, note this way decrease, which is what? Subtraction. So 20%, so 20 over 100 times 150. This zero cancel this zero, this zero cancel this zero. 2 times 15 is what? 30. That's not the final answer. So decrease 150 by 20%. Now we have the 20% to be what? 30. We have to decrease it. So 150 minus 30. Final answer will be what? 120. You see 150, we've decreased it to what? 120. Yeah, so these are um some of the examples you see under to increase or decrease the quantity by a percentage. Okay, so this will be the end of percentages. If you have any questions, please comment. Um, I do read comments, and then I'll attend to you. Okay, all right. Good luck, guys.